Evening peeps, evening, welcome back to the channel. We are back tonight with a new series on here for me anyway. It's the DSC Premier League, as you can see on screen. So it's in the little Radical SR3s, they're sort of open top little blammers. They're kind of a lot of aero, a fair bit of power. Good fun to have a blast around in. So that's what we've got. A few races, we've got 6 rounds. We've got Laguna Seca tonight, Daytona, Alsace, Catalonia, Tokyo South, and the finals at Fuji. So we've got a 10-minute qualifier not long about to start, and then we've got 2 15-minute races, with the second of the races being reverse grid. As they progress throughout the season as well, they have to rotate through the tyres. So tonight we're going to be running with sports softs, nothing too fancy, not racing. Next week it's sports mediums. The following week it'll be sports hards, and then we rotate back to sports softs again for round 4 and so on. So that's tonight, DSC Broadcasting Evening. How you doing? So that's what we've got coming up tonight. Again, it's the Premier League, so all the liveries are football based. You might have to help me out with 1 or 2 of them, because I am not a football kind of guy. Previous champions then: Luton Town FC, Fulham FC, woo, and who's that last one? Is that Standard FC? It is. My old eye is broken. Yes, it is. Previous champions. So, most still available people. T-shirts and stickers. Hit me up, Dartsmoker at Google Mail, if you want any of those. I suppose googlemail.com. Don't do .co.uk. It could be going anywhere. So, let's have a look then, shall we? Who've we got in? Hatalad, Treviso, Chalky. We've got DDR IT43, RC MBE2. We've got DMK Aldo, Sven 2176. We've got Janio, Draco Fury. Oh, that's all just changed around. That's going to mess me up. Dazzler, have anyone been missed? Aldo, DMK, we've said him. Dazzler, number 1 Pops, TRG Tatey, DMK Dominator, Lobby Host, SA Joycey. Most of these names you may have seen before. A few in the minis for certain. A lot of these boys all do race together. We're just waiting on one getting a car. Oh, okay. He's signed up to the signed up to the racing. He hasn't actually got the car he's meant to be racing in. Love it, love it. Drivers, eh? Turning into a gunfight with nothing. Just oh yeah, I forgot. Nice. So let's while we're waiting for that final driver, then let's get in the lobby and let's have a look at get on the track and have a look at some of these liveries. Let's turn some sound on before I forget. I'm just going to knock the car sound down a bit, because it has seemed to have been overpowering my voice a little bit on some of these lobbies I've been covering. Right, here we go then. Who's this? Let's get some names on so we can get some understanding of who's who. So Treviso then, he's rolling about in a Wolverhampton Wanderers FC, yellow and black with the wolf on the side there. Dazzler, Notts Forest. Some of these, like I say, most of these I know, but some of them you might have to give me a hand with. I'm assuming that's a Fulham Football Club, is it? Chalky, Charlton Athletic quality. Sven, what's on the tail of that thing? Newcastle United, of course it is, look at it, black and white. IT43, what's he rolling about in? Is that Celtic? I think it is. Draco Fury, it's that Middlesbrough Football Club on the side of his. Oh, sorry, that was Joycey. Draco Fury is in is there a team on that? Anyone see a team on that? Sky Bet. I don't see a team on that. I just see is he the VAR car? Yes, Drac. No, Drac. We'll give you that. Tatey, what's he rolling about? That's West Ham United. We're going to have him as Newcastle United as well. Why not? Dominator and Chalky just in the pits. What are we calling you tonight? Ram Incisor? Ram inside her? What we doing? I'll just have to shorten it to Ram. Hopefully it's not Ram by name, Ram by racing. We'll see. A couple of drivers still in the pits then, so Ram actually just getting a little bit wide on that turn there. Again, tricky little cars. It's a difficult circuit here as well. Let's go for a lap on board with Ram Insider. So around that final corner, stamping on the throttle all the way down this straight, up the hill a little bit, kinks over to the left. He is VAR, nice. He's just going to roll around and call people out, is he? Down towards the Andretti hairpin, then turn one. Big drift on the way through there. Carries a lot of speed into it. Has to stay out of the way of Treviso coming through. Down towards turn two then. Again, you can carry a lot of speed through here if you can get the grip. Oh, not getting the grip through there. Down towards turn three. Again, another pretty fast corner if you can get it right. He is just staying out of the way for a couple of drivers to come through. Sven catching the curb through there. You can see that car lifting off the ground. Down towards turn four then, up the hill. Overtakes can be done up here if you're in the right position running up the hill, but you've got to be careful coming up to this next corner. Very fast through here. Oh, these I forget, they're not on the racing tyres, are they? They're on sports softs that are just slightly better than what you've got on your Yaris. Not the GR Yaris, obviously, the crappy one. Through the corkscrew then, cleanly enough for Incisor. That's the corner we just caught him getting wrong. Oh, I guess a little wobble on the way out. Through that penultimate corner then, down to this final corner. It is a lap of Laguna Seca. Penalty line, those two yellow boxes, if they do incur any penalties, they are forced to serve them when they hit those two yellow marks. You'll see a little countdown sort of timer bar above them. When that fully fills up, they're pretty much at those two yellow marks. Whatever penalties they've got, they have to serve. It's an automatic penalty. You can keep your foot on the throttle, doesn't matter. It just shuts the throttle off. Does it brake? Does it brake you? I don't think it brakes you, does it? That would be a terrible, terrible idea. I was just about to say Ram driving himself off track, but that means we've got all the drivers in the room and qualifying about to get underway then. 10 minutes in these little radicals. People getting out as early as possible. Long pit lane here as well. All the way down here, parallel to this start-finish straight. It's got its own little hairpin here. That's the Andretti hairpin off to your right. Exits just here onto the track again, down towards turn two. Is it Dominator? We didn't get to look at his livery. Let's have a look at his livery. Man United. Well, I think we all know those. Most famous football team in the world, I think, aren't they? Who else didn't we get to look at? Was it you, Chalky? Did we not get to see you? No, we saw you in the RCMB2. Ah, yeah, what are you, RCMB2? What's that? Lutz, is it Lutz? Someone help me out with that one. I have no idea. There's a better look at it. Doesn't help me out one bit. IT43 getting a wobble on. Outlaps, it's only outlaps, gentlemen. So who's the first man out on track? DMK Dominator. Let's stick with him then, see how he gets on. First of the hot laps about to start then. Again, only a 10-minute qualifier. Not millions of options to get those laps in. Down towards turn 1 then. Squeezing those track limits on the way into the corner. Almost a double apex corner, Andretti. Oh, he runs himself wide. Dips a couple of wheels on the sand through there. It's cost him a little bit on through turn 2. Just not getting the grip through there with those dirty tyres. I need a cheat sheet. Yeah, well, I'm nearly there. I'm nearly there. So there is extra points to be had tonight as well. If they get a pole sitting lap, a fastest lap, and take either of the wins tonight, they do get 3 extra points for the hat-trick. It is football related. There may be many really crap football puns. I might just get carried away with the racing. I don't know. Is there red cards and yellow cards for fouls when you knock people off? There you go, look. That's cheating, that is. Getting the corkscrew a little bit wrong there for DMK Dominator. VAR said it was a racing related incident. Treviso goes through then. Let's see what he's got. He will... Obviously DMK Dominator just slowed down there to allow Treviso through. So Treviso, he sticks in at 1:32.2. It's good enough for pole at the minute. Still a couple of drivers left across the line. Drivers still, or a driver still at the corkscrew. Treviso still holding that top spot at the minute though. Most drivers, I think we've got 3 drivers left across the line. He's just finding a little bit more time there, purple sector. One more drive to go though, but it is Treviso currently on pole. 4 minutes pretty much into qualifying. Is it? It is Treviso on pole for the minute. He's got that one wrong though. Gathers it back up on the way towards the corkscrew. Everyone look trying to take that straight line on the way in. Treviso just staying out of the way. Drivers coming up fast. There goes DMK Dominator back through though, but it is still Sven up front. Okay, he's managed to sneak his way to the front of the field. 5th on the grid at the minute for Newcastle United. Is that how he stands in the championship order? You should have the Premier League and then the championship, and then drivers get relegated. RC MBE2 tucking it behind Sven, looking for a bit of a tow up towards the line. Neither driver able to unseat Treviso at the minute. Oof. Just as he says that, Hattalad comes through. Oh, 6,000ths of a second he's managed to snag. That's all he's managed at the minute though. What are you in? What are you in? Are you VAR? You're not VAR. What's that? Luton Town livery. Oh, of course it is. Of course it is. It's Hattalad. Of course it's Luton. Even if it wasn't the Premier League race, Hatta would have a Luton Town livery or something to do with Luton Town. He now sits on pole then. Treviso gets pushed down to 2nd on the grid. RC MBE2 sneaks his way to 3rd. He just gets himself past Sven there as well. DMK Chorky are 4th on the grid. Sven in 5th, just avoiding those track markers at the side. Someone's managed to push one of those into the centre of the circuit here. Aldo in 6th. We've got Dazzler in 7th, IT43 in 8th, Tatey in 9th. They could all change in a second. They're all coming up towards the line. Number 1 Pops in 10th. DMK Dominator in 11th. Ram Incisor in 12th. Track Fury in 13th. Joycey in 14th. And Janio currently 15th. Almost dips a wheel on the sand through there as well. I nearly said the grass, but there's not a patch of grass here. Hatta then goes faster, now 300ths faster than Treviso. 10ths, sorry. This is 300, caught me out. Livery's looking good though. Minutes into quali then. Chalky holding that 5th. He's just snagged that off of Sven 21.76. He was in 5th. Chalky's just taken that off, and Treviso's come in the pits. Come back out the pits. Interesting. Okay. IT43 throws himself into 3rd on the grid, but he picks himself up half a second penalty. And there is that little orange, yellow bar just above his car, ticking towards full. Just as he comes around this corner, you'll see those 2 yellow markers. Oh, it does put your brake on. Dirty game. It should just back you off the throttle. That's what it should do. But no, it slams your anchors on for you. That's not what you want. 3rd then, 2 minutes just under remaining. If they can get around across the line, they will get to have a final lap, I think. Chalky holds 5th then. Nobody moved at the top so far. Sven into 6th then. Aldo 7th. Dazzler 8th. Tatey 9th. Dominator 10th. Pops in 11th. Draco Fury in 12th. Ram in 13th, Joycey 14th, Janio 15th, just comes up to the line. Oh, he's moved up a couple of positions, up into 10th then for Janio. Still just over a minute for him to try and better that. Number 1 Pops into 11th, Dominator pushed down to 12th now. Drac Fury 13th, Incisor in 14th, and Joycey now 15th. Still Hatter on pole, and he's still finding time here as well. Another 0.3 so far, just as long as he gets these next couple of corners right. Sven doesn't get in his way. Ooh, maybe a little bit. Has that cost him a faster lap time? Did he manage to sneak past Sven without getting compromised too much? He's found a little bit more time, but it's not as much as he'd have wanted. Doesn't matter, he's out for another lap now. Treviso, is he halfway round, still 2nd. IT43 still 3rd. RC MBE still 4th. Chalky still 5th. Dominator all the way up his rear end as we head down towards this first turn. Still qualifying, boys. We're not racing just yet. I know you want a tow, but let's not take each other out. No one able to find any more time really. It has flashed up as final lap now, so any laps they're on, the second they cross the start finish line, they'll be done. Who is the next man to cross the line? Ram Incisor, so he's holding 14th, unless anybody, and it's only Joycey really who can come and push him down in the order. Let's have a look. Can Hatter hold on to it? We'll have a look at official results once we jump out of this qualifying. 1:31.9 then for Hatter. Treviso parked at the side of the track. He must be happy with his 2nd. Checker flag then for Hatter on pole. Treviso second. IT43 just coming up towards the line. Has he managed to get any quicker? Not this time. Not this time. So he holds third then. RCMBE is going to be fourth. Chalky is going to be fifth, I think. Just hold your horses. Coming up to the line. Yes, he's going to stay fifth then. Sven sixth. Aldo seventh. Dazzler in eighth. Tatey in ninth. Yes, he is. Janio in 10th, Dominator in 11th, number 1 Pops in 12th. I think Dominator moving up another couple of positions. Drac Fury pushed down to 13th. And who was final position? There you go, official results then. Hatter, Treviso, IT43, RCMBE2, Chalky, Sven, Aldo, Dazzler, Tatey, Janio, Dominator, Pops, Drackle Fury, Ram, and Joycey at the back. There it is, qualifying done and dusted. So sports softs this week, as you can see, they've still not been the grippiest. A little bit wayward coming out of some of these corners, and then next week it gets even worse. They go to the sports mediums and then worse again to the sports hards. Oof, dirtbags. So race 1 just about to get underway. 15-minute blast round here at Laguna Seca. Then we jump into race 2, reverse grid, same racetrack, same setup. Right, let's get ourselves in. We don't want to miss the start of the race. We've got drivers found the horn. No lights. Thanks, PlayStation. Okay, we're away then. Oh, someone peeling. Who's that that's gone bonkers up the inside? In purple. Tatey slung himself out from the grid as we come into turn 1. Everybody's getting through there cleanly. A little bit of entanglement there just as we hit the second apex. Who's that that's been caught out of the back? Oh my, it's chaos. It's chaos on the run up towards turn 2. Oh my god. Sven's backwards. RCMBE2 backwards. Ram just managed to get it pointed straight. Drac Fury, I think. Not getting tangled up in that. Oh, drivers off everywhere. They're pushing way too hard early on. Right, let's get ourselves up front then. Pole sitter Hatter has managed to stay out of the chaos. Holds on to that lead then. Half a second back is drivers wobbling all the way up there. Treviso in the second, then chasing him down. DDR IT43 runs himself off track. Manages to find a little bit of tarmac there, but he loses a couple of positions. Janio goes through. Number 1 Pops goes through. Chalky might be able to get him, not quite into the corkscrew. Oof. Janio taking all sorts of shortcuts through there. Has he managed to get away without picking up a penalty? No, he hasn't. He picks up half a second then. He's going to have to lose that on the start finish straight. Number 1 Pops will be able to get that position off of him. Chalky then 5th. He didn't manage to get past IT43. Coming out of the corkscrew, I think. IT43 then pushed down to 6th from 3rd. Dazzler 7th. Aldo in 8th. Tatey going for that brave manoeuvre around the outside at turn 1 off the grid. Currently in 9th. Drac Fury in 10th. Ram in 11th. Dominator 12th. Sven in 13th. RCMB2 in 14th. And Joycey in the pits. Looks like he's not coming out to play. 1.7 seconds now for Hatter. He's looking for all the points tonight. Currently on fastest lap as well. He's going for the hat-trick straight away. Treviso still trying to hunt him down though. 1.8 seconds back. Wolverhampton Wanderers got nothing for the defence of Hatter. Nothing in midfield. Attackers are doing nothing. Have you not had to serve your penalty yet, Janio, or have you managed to pick up another one? Number 1 Pops closing up on you as we come up to the corkscrew. Nowhere for you to go though. Number 1 Pops has to stay behind Janio running through here. Goes for a different line on the way into this next corner though. Does it work out in his favour? definitely get this position off of Janio this time. So I think he maybe picked up that penalty a little bit closer to the... Oh no, it showed up, didn't it? It showed up that it was slowing down. Did it? Or was that during his qualifying? Either way, he's run himself off track as he comes up to that penalty line. So that's this lap absolutely thrown in the bin now. Losing time. Chalky might even be able to get him down towards turn 1. Maybe not quite close enough. So he thought about it. He thought about it. Dazzle closes up on the pair of them though. Oof. Janio runs a little bit wide through Andretti. That gives Chalky the run. Just manages to get up the inside, but Janio carries a bit of speed on the way. Oh, a little bit of contact between the two. Chalky manages to hold on to it. Joyce's fully left the lobby now, so he's out of the race. Oh, but Chalky now runs himself wide through turn 3. 3 drivers peel their way past him. Tatey also closing up down towards turn 4 as well. Some tight racing here. Got to be real careful here, boys. Ooh, Janio again dipping some wheels on the sand. Turn 5. Oh, Dazzler. Oh, he gets a tiny bit, maybe a little bit of contact between himself and Chalky. Pushes him off wide on turn 5, coming up towards the corkscrew. Not as far as then moving down the order a little bit. Then trying to close the gaps back up, 3.2 seconds behind, dragging RC MBE2 with him. Both of these drivers backwards in lap 1. Dominator managed to get through that, but he's obviously had a mare somebody somewhere else, as has Ram. We'll just catch him putting that thing back on a straight line. Coming out of the corkscrew. Back up front then, Hatter continues to lead. Treviso's managed to take a little bit of time out of him. It was 1.7, it's now 1.3. No fuel or tyres in these cars, so just able to push for the 15 minutes. Number 1 pops into 3rd, then IT43 moves back up the order a little bit into 4th. Oh, Janio, he's liking that sand. No, somebody else is liking the sand behind us. Who was that? Ah, Chalky. So he was moving up the order, and he's slowly moving back down the order, all the way down to 10th at the minute for Chalky. RC MBE2 as well, closing up. Sven just in front of him. Chalky, that is. Dominator still not too far back, 2.9 seconds. Drag Fury still with him as well. VAR just keeping his eye on the situation. He's got a lot to look at in the break, that's for sure. Ram a long way back, 6.5. Drifting it through turn 5. Hatter pulls a big chunk of time over Treviso. Gap stretched up to just over 2 seconds then. Little mistake on the way through that final corner has cost him a bit of time back to Treviso. 1.7, the gap's back to IT43. What's happened to number 1 Pops? He's got it wrong somewhere, loses a couple of positions. 3 positions in fact. IT43 gets past him. Janio and Aldo slotted himself into 3rd. Looking at a podium position until the mistake. Just see those curbs on the inside of some of these corners. None of the cars that race around these circuits like those. Oh, Janio, stop it. And you, Pops. Look at that, Aldo all over the back of him. He's running a bit slow into turn 3. It's a little bit wide through there, Janio. Aldo, he's stuck his wheels on the sand again. Aldo then sneaks up, almost gets past him. Janio goes to outbrake him, stays on track as well, but Aldo able to carry the speed up towards corkscrew. Come on, give me a different view. Side by side through there, Janio trying to hold his line, but a little bit of contact again between these two, but it is going to be Aldo that comes out on top through here. 1 Pops closes the gap back up on these two. He now slots one up the inside of Janio. Oof, tiny bit of contact. Oh, some fouls and free kicks and yellow cards, and Pop's nearly off circuit. We've now got Janio and Pop side by side running down here. Is that in the background? Dazzler looking for a way past these two as well. Braking hard. Dazzler does get past number 1 Pops. Oh, Janio sweeps past the back end of Aldo. Pops manages to get his way back up the inside of Dazzler in the background, but this, again, they're running side by side. Dazzler just sneaking his way through. Oh, Pops gets a wheel on the sand. He sticks one sideways through turn 2. He's now off the back of Dazzler. Janio, it's not a 4-wheel drive, Janio. Stop it. I have to get in his car. Let's get in his car and turn his steering for him. Oh, a little bit. Got in a little bit late that corner. Ready, now. Okay, got that one. Alright, see if we can get corkscrew right. Come on, Janio. Now. See, we're helping you out, Janio. Stay off the sand, damn it. It's worked, look, it's worked. We've just adjusted his car a little bit, given some steering tweaks, and it's worked, look. Right, let's go and see if Hatalad's taking the mick. He is a little bit, he's managed to pull a little bit more time out of Treviso. 2.2 seconds. He just seemed to lose a little bit to Treviso through turn 1. It always manages to pull a little bit of time back on him through there. He has still got plenty of breathing room though, not in any kind of danger. Treviso not getting a toe off him for sure. Mr. Bowman, evening. Thank you all for stopping in. Hatter just continuously holding that 2.1. Again, they're just yo-yos at certain points of the track. Hatter seems to pull a little bit around this back half. Oof. Treviso dipping a wheel as well. And then Treviso manages to pull a little bit of time back. First part of the circuit. IT43 then back into 3rd position, but a long way down from those top two. 11.6 seconds, 10.5 minutes gone into race 1. Janio in 4th, look, staying off the sand. He's overtaking people. Look at that, look, those steering inputs we've just done. That was you lot and me, we've just helped him, look. It's a G now, look. It's a J, but it's Janio. Aldo then in 4th, Dazzler into 6th. Oh, sorry, Aldo in 5th. It's Janio in 4th. Dazzler's 6th. Tatey now on the back end of him, chasing him down. He's in tow range as well, 0.5 of a second back. Dazzler risking it on the exit of that corner. That puts Tatey right in the firing line down towards turn 1. Dazzler got a little bit of a toe off of Aldo in front though. Might not be able to benefit as much as I thought. Actually losing a couple of tenths through there. Mr. Cutler! No worries. MBE2 in 8th, number 1 Pops and Chalky both having a couple of disasters as well, and RCMBE2 to be honest. Oof, Chalky, where are you going? There's lines and then there's lines. Are you looking for chalk? Is your car not dusty enough? Yeah, number 1 Pops, RCMBE2 getting tangled up in lap 1. Number 1 Pops and Chalky getting tangled up later on in the race. Oh, we've got driver off in the background. Sven's managed to get it wrong through to... Oh, he's struggling to get it pointing in the right direction. Come on, Sven. Come on. No, stop it. Stop it. There you go. Can Dominator get back past? Closing up very rapidly on the way up to Corkscrew, but unfortunately Dominator's now at the back of the field. Oh, wrong way through the Corkscrew there. Turning in far too late. Well, Sven's got it wrong through there as well though, so Dominator did manage to make his way past, not through fair and clean racing. incident, much like that, just dipping wheels on the sand. These drivers spinning themselves round. So 13 minutes into the race, Hatalad still leads. He's again, you see, Treviso's managed to pull a little bit of time back on him. Might be too little, too late, unless Hatta makes any kind of mistake. But I watched him race before; he's pretty consistent. Although that time is coming down, 1.3 seconds. Treviso starting to pile the pressure on then at the end. It's less than a second. Go on, Treviso. Go on, Wolves. It's got to be giving Hatalad a bit of a flap that Treviso's just come through those so quickly and managed to pull that time on him. There's a little bit of drift on out of that final corner, heading down towards the line, then just about to start the final lap for these two. A second in it between them. Hatta, can he hold on to it? We've just seen how much time Treviso's managed to pull back on him. Can he do it again? Still at 1.1. We're probably going to see drivers cross the line before those two come up to it. So still 40 seconds. Most of these drivers are going to get through. Maybe everybody might see another final lap. We've got 25 seconds. Oh, it's going to be close for those back two. Sven then. Yes, he's going to see a lap. He's got plenty of time. Dominator, yeah, he should squeeze one as well. No, he won't. He's going to park up and wait for the time to tick over. And there it is. So the Dominator is the first of the drivers to finish. He takes 13th. Hatalad then continues to lead. Treviso pulled a little bit of time back on him, but only a final corner to go now. Treviso risking it through there, but it is going to be Hatta unless he gets this corner wrong, which he doesn't. Able to get the power down. Treviso then, nothing he can do. Hatta's managed to take pole. He's kept fastest lap. He takes a bit of paint off his car and he takes a win, so he has taken the hat-trick straight away then, Hatta. Treviso takes second. It was a good push from him, but just not able to catch up and take that position off of him. IT43 up to the line. He takes third. He's been backwards and forwards in the grid a little bit. But does come home to take his original position third. Aldo. What's Janio done to himself? Aldo comes in fourth, then Tatey right behind him for fifth. Chalky, sorry, that's Dazzler takes sixth. Chalky takes seventh. RC MBE2 takes 8th. Number 1 Pops takes 9th. Drac Fury is parked up just before the line. Janio goes through to take 10th. Maybe there was a collision between those two. Drac Fury takes 11th. We just wait for Sven to come across the line. And there it is. So yeah, Janio. Mr. Hatta. Evening, brother. There he is on all the screens and in the chat. I'm surprised you haven't got Luton Town smashed on the back of your helmet, or am I just, or race overalls? Am I just not looking hard enough? But there he is. Hatta then takes race 1 win in round 1 in the DSC Premier League. This is season 7, so these boys have been at it for a while. The first one for me. It's a fair bit of action. These cars like to lose out on traction and get a little bit squiffy in the corners. And again, next week and the week after, the tyres only get worse. Sports softs tonight. We get sports mediums next week, and then sports hards the following week. Oops. Luckily, not every race is here. So, race 2 is reverse grid as of results from race 1. Cutler in the chat just saying he's missed this week's race, but he should be in next week. Good to see you back behind the wheel, Chris. Well, it will be next week. Did anyone save the replay? That's always a question, isn't it? Usually someone has saved the replay. Right, let's get myself out on track. I don't want to miss the start of the second race. It's chaos at the start of the first race, so we could possibly see that all again. Again, reverse grid, so it will be the slower drivers at the front, faster drivers at the back. Possibly able to get better starts than some of the drivers near the front, therefore getting a bit tangled into turn one. We'll see. Again, VAR, as in Drag Fury, has got his work cut out for him tonight. There he is, keeping his eye on proceedings. No. No, that's a great big no track. I think everybody's tried every exit, look, there's one across the road, look where that truck is. Go over there, where the gravel, go on. Reverse doesn't work. There's an escape road over to the left, look, just where that little truck is. Look. Looks like they've got hospitalities as well. Grab a beer. He's not listening. He's not listening. Just trying to break out on the wrong side of the circuit. Yeah, I think every driver in every Gran Turismo game ever has explored every track to look for the gaps. There are none. Game physics says nope. Fury trying to take a set of tyres out, not that you can. No tyre wear. But you can certainly have fun. Drag Fury testing out the jump capabilities of the little radicals. Getting his drift on. That's not part of the circuit either. If you watch the channel for any length of time, this is just what happens. Apart from these sensible boys sitting in the pits, a couple of drivers just trying to find those lines for race 2. Most of the time you'll just get drivers doing burnouts or trying to crash into each other. But tonight that's just Drag Fury taking himself out. Trying to take drivers out coming into the pits. Still testing the off-road capabilities out. IT43 just popping in the chat. Good luck to everyone in the next race. Don't stack it in turn 1. Not you specifically, IT43, just any of you. Snazzy Drac. Oh, maybe not so much. Very sensible in this lobby. It's not right. It's the Twilight Zone. Nobody's trying to torpedo anyone else. Happening. Well, we're just going to have to go and watch Drag Fury smoking the place up, aren't we? He's got his drift on. He's trying to get his drift on. Maybe not quite the right car to be doing this in drag. Reset to track. Reset to track. No, I think you've gone past it. I think you've got to go all the way around again. Track. Won't let you in the pits now. Will it? No, you see, you've gone too far. When it resets you there, no, it's a nope. You've got to do a whole new lap. Even if you drive on the dirt and then drive back into the pits, it'll be a nope. He's still trying. He's not having it. Right, if we go even further back, he's looking for a trigger point, which unfortunately isn't there anymore because he's already crossed the trigger point on the other side of that pit lane. And go in again, and no. Give it up, Drag. Pack it in. There we go. Bit of Driftertron. Right, here we go then. Race 2 of round 1 just about to kick off. Reverse grid from results of race 1. It's going to be Dominator that leads us out. Sven in 2nd, Janio 3rd, Drag Fury in 4th, number 1 Pops 5th, RCMB 2 in 6th. Chalky 7th, Dazzler in 8th. We're just about to get underway then, and they do. Nobody making any maniac moves like we saw in race 1. Dominator under a little bit of pressure as he heads down towards Andretti then. Sven got the inside line on him. Drag Fury's going to come through as well. Does everyone get through a little bit cleaner this time? Bunching up again on the exit. Was a little bit of a drift going on. Was that number 1 Pops gets a little bit. Yes, he has. He's got dirty tyres. He's trying to keep the power down. Unfortunately, I think that's sent him a little bit backwards. It has. So unfortunately, that's put number 1 Pops at the back of the field. Just ran a little bit wide on the exit of turn 1. Tried to stay in the race, but those tyres are already dirty and just let him go on the next corner. So a bit of work to do for them for number 1 Pops. Dominator also falling to the back of the pack from race lead. Pole position from race 2 anyway. Sven then into the lead. Drag Fury 0.7 of a second behind him. Janio trying to stay off the sand in 3rd. Trying to stay on the track in 3rd as well. Might pick up a penalty for that. All 4 wheels over that white line maybe. Maybe got away with that. Chalky in 4th then. Dazzler 5th. Treviso already up into 6th position. RCMB 2 in 7th. Tatey in 8th, Hatter in 9th, IT43 in 10th. Should I be calling these all by their team names, or are you alright with this? Aldo in 11th, number 1 Pops in 12th after that little mistake through turn 1. And again, we just catch Dominator, almost running it off track through turn the final corner as well there. Just manages to get it back on, not going backwards. Sven still leads then. Pulls a little bit more time up front. Newcastle United 1.2 seconds into the lead then. Drag Fury, VAR under pressure from Janio. Janio's all the way off circuit. Chalky almost runs into the back of him. Loses a bit of time himself. Janio catching that sand again. Dazzler looking for a way past. Unfortunately, that was an unfortunate racing incident really. Janio was actually trying to stay out of the way of Dazzler. But Dazzler decided to switch up the inside. I think Janio just saw him a little bit late, turned the opposite way. And caught Dazzler. Dazzler trying to regain control of his car, ended up taking out Janio. Unfortunate. Sven then you know what? I'm going to put higher octane fuel in my car, and I'm going to start pulling away. 3.9 seconds currently he leads by. So we caught to end lap 2, start lap 3. Treviso then up into second, already into the position he was in race 1. RCMB2 in third. Hattelad all over the back of him in fourth already. Some of these drivers from the back again. RCMB2, we'll have to see how he gets on in race 2 here. Under pressure from Hattelad into turn 1. So just holding his nerve up the inside. RCMB2's got to give him the room. So yeah, RCMB2 getting tangled up in race 1. So it'll be interesting to see how we can do in race 2. Hanging on to the back of Hattelad at the minute. Tatey right behind him. Just. He dips wheels on the sand, manages to gather that back up. IT43 then in 6th. Track Fury in 7th. Not burning your tyres out now. Aldo in 8th. Dazzler in 9th. Hops 10th, made up a couple of positions then. Chalky 11th, Janio in 12th, which just gets himself past Dominator, and Dominator 13th. Sven's lost a lot of time to Treviso, 2.7 seconds that gap. Lost 1.2 to Treviso since the last time we checked. Coming down as well. Newcastle United then under threat from Wolverhampton Wanderers, and again Luton Town chasing down a second win here tonight. 4.3 seconds away from race leader at the minute is Hatter, 2 seconds behind Treviso. Can he close up on Treviso like Treviso was closing up on him? We'll have to see. Treviso still looking forward. He pulls a bit more time on Sven in front. 1.9 seconds the gap drops to. Hatter still 2.1 back, then RCMB2 1.1 back himself. IT43. This driver swapping positions further back. He's made up another position. He's into 5th. Track Fury up into 6th, but he's got it wrong through turn 2. He's just trying to stay out of the way as Aldo comes past him. A little bit more speed through there, but Drac Fury now back up to race pace, piling the pressure back on. Dazzler closing up on a pair of them. Oh, Drac Fury, he is Driftertroning. Let's bunch them all back up again. Who have we got in this pile? Aldo, Dazzler, Drac Fury. Drac Fury, who's just been taken out. Was that Dazzler? It was. He's been pinned into the wall. I'm not sure if that was Janio again, maybe. I don't know. VAR will have to have a look into that. Where are they? Did they even get tangled up in that fight? Yes, they did. But Drac Fury's decided he's going to drift this race. He's not going to race it. Coming into the pits, he might be sitting this one out as well. I don't know. We've already lost Joycey from this season. So jumping to the back of the to the front of the race, back to the front of the race. Gap from Treviso drops to, did just drop to below a second there, just bounced back up above it. So Treviso will start getting a toe off of Sven in a second. Hattelad has also managed to gain a second on the pair of them. Oh, he dipped some wheels on the sand through there. That's going to slow him down a little bit. But top 3 now, big gap between themselves and IT43. He's also up into 4th. RCMBE2 lost another position. Still a ways to go though for IT43. 7 seconds away from race leaders. Almost 5 seconds away from Hatter. It's not the best. It's not the best track. It's not the best. It's too wobbly for proper racing. A lot of drivers like it. I'm not keen on it myself. See MBE2 then keeping himself in touch with IT43. Number 1 Pops manages to go from the back of the field from a mistake into 6th position. Aldo nearly runs himself off track there. Chalky right behind him in 8th. Tatey 1.7 seconds back. Janio still within touching distance. Dominator as well in 11th. Too far back. And then Drag Fury, he is back out on circuit. He's picking up penalties. So he just came in the pits to allow all the other drivers to come through so he can come back out on the track where nobody else is and look for all the penalties whilst drifting around here. Okay, so Sven, race lead lost, I assume, coming down the start-finish straight while we were watching Drag Fury. Treviso into the lead then. Sven second, under pressure from Hattelad now. Little fake out on Sven, lets him know he's coming, gets a good run through there on him though. Looking to run around the outside on the way up to the corkscrew. Sven holding his nerve, but he backs off. He allows Hattelad to go through. So we're back to how we were at the midway point in race 1 as well, but the opposite way round. It was Hatter leading with Treviso in second. This time we've got Treviso leading with Hatter in second. 1.3 seconds the gap. 9 minutes of the race gone, 6 minutes remaining. Can Hatter close that gap back up? Still at 1.3 then. Keep an eye on that. Sven, where will he end up? Already losing big chunks of time to these drivers in front. RC MBE2, he's managed to get past IT43. IT43's had a mare somewhere, he's dropped right back. He's into 5th. He's under pressure from number 1 Pops. Although number 1 Pops has got a penalty he's got to lose on this lap now. Aldo's 7th. Still some battles happening then. Chalky still looking to get that position off of him. Tatey hanging on to the back of these two, just 2 seconds back. Another 3 seconds back is Janio. He's got himself half a second as well. Dominator in 11th. Drag Fury still drifter-troning, I can imagine. There we go. Oh, Hatter gets it all wrong through there. Just pick up on him. Sven's going to come back and grab that second position back off of him. Hatter taking turn 5 like he forgot to brake almost. Piles himself into the sand, ends up clipping the wall, manages to get it back on circuit, but he has lost a position to Sven and he's now 4.2 seconds away from Treviso. A lot of work to do in pretty much 4 minutes now. And there is Treviso just coming up towards the line. 3.7 seconds he's got over Sven. Sven has still got just under a second over Hatter. I'm sure Hatter will close up in the next few corners. There it is, quarter of a second around that one corner alone. Does he close up through turn 2 as well? He'll be pushing hard now though. He'll be angry at himself for that little mistake. Be wanting to get onto the back of Treviso's tail again, but he's just got to be careful he just doesn't push too hard. Oof. A little bit like that. It just slows him down a little bit more. Currently in 3rd then. RC MBE2 holding that 4th position. 5 seconds away from Hatter, but he's also got 5 seconds over this man, DDR IT43. So he's currently in 5th. Pops, we just catch him getting it wrong through turn 4 as well. He runs himself off circuit, gets back on. A couple of drivers coming up behind him. He loses a few positions. Aldo and Chalky get through. I was just about to say number 1 Pops looked like he was closing the gap up on he was at IT43, but unfortunately runs himself off circuit. Tatey then 9th, 3.1 back from Pops. Dominator up into 10th, 9.7 seconds back unfortunately. Janio another 3.3 back behind him in 11th. And Drag Fury still drifter-troning a minute down. Treviso then comfortably in 1st place, 5.7 seconds over Hatter. He has got himself back past Sven. Should be a good result for Sven. There's nothing Hatter can do now. Oh my God. I saw the dust and I saw a car, even though it was completely the wrong colour. My heart stopped because I thought it was Treviso. But no, there he is. Phew. 5.4 seconds up the road is Treviso. He's just got to make sure he keeps it neat and tidy. Does Hatter lad go like a maniac through this corner? He might have actually tried to take that corner a little bit tight, caught that curb on the inside, which just lifts the wheels off the ground, and obviously once your wheels are off the ground, you've got literally no control of the car. Therefore, it just looked like he was flying through the air like a torpedo. That might have been that. But it's looking good for this man at the minute. 5.4 seconds still. Coming up to start the final lap. We've got about a minute left on the race timer. This will mean this will be the last lap as they cross the line. Anything but a mistake then for Treviso. He can almost take it a little bit easy around some of these corners just to ensure he doesn't run himself wide or cause himself any issues. He is actually, he was losing a little bit of time to Hatter, but it does stretch back up to 5.1. Both drivers coming from the back of the pack in race 2. Starting first for Hatter, finishing first for Hatter and second for Treviso in race 1. All the way through, back to the front, quite early on really. Sven held that third position. He came in last, oh no, sorry, not last, were you? You were second to last, I think, from DMK Dominator. Managed to sneak past him and has managed to hold that third position throughout most of this race, actually, Sven. First for obviously a very long time while Treviso and Hatter were chasing him down. Took him a fair while to get past him. He's no slouch behind the wheel, Sven. So final lap pops up on the screen now. Treviso, he is taking his time a little bit up towards this final corner. 3.8 seconds now the gap. Again, he's just got to take it easy. Gather it up. Gather it up. So it is going to be Treviso that takes race 2 win here tonight. Hatter comes in second. Again, that costly little mistake just in those last couple of laps took that chance away for him to close up on Treviso and take that position off of him again. But he has already had a hat-trick tonight as Hatter. Sven takes third, then RC MBE2 comes home in fourth. IT43 is going to take fifth. Chalky takes sixth. Not too far back actually. Aldo as well right behind him. Pops in 8th. Tatey is going to take 9th. Janio is going to come home in 10th. He's going to hold another penalty as well. Why not? Dominator is going to take 11th. Drac Fury is about 3 laps behind because this is pretty much how he's finished off the race for the last 7 laps. And he takes the final position, Drac Fury. Smoking his tyres out. And again, we lost Joycey early on from this. Middle of race 1, I think he just decided to sit this one out. I thought that's what Drac Fury was going to do as well, but no, he didn't. So we get to see Treviso's liveries on the screen instead of Hatter's. We don't want to be seeing those Luton Town stuff, do we? Yeah. There it is. DSC Premier League, Season 7, Round 1, done and dusted. 2 races in these little radicals here at Laguna Seca. Again, a tricky circuit with those undulations and the corkscrew. It can be a bit of a pain to get those right, especially in these cars with those tyres. It's yeah, it's a bit tricky. So next week we're back at Daytona Road Course. Same time, same place. So back at 8 o'clock on Monday night. I myself am back on Wednesday night at 8:30 for the DTM Classics. That's hosted by Mature Racing Club and sponsored by Team Oliver Racing. And then Thursday night we're back with the P1 boys and their Mazda Challenge. That's 9 o'clock. And then Sunday night we've got the Super Formulas again at 9 o'clock. And then, as I said, back same time, same place. Monday night, 8 o'clock for round 2 of the DSC Premier League. And if you fancy getting involved, then go find the DMK Sim Racing group on Facebook and go speak to some of these guys and get yourselves on track. It doesn't matter if you're racing with a wheel or a pad, as long as you're clean. We don't want any pinballing or you know, torpedoing during the race. We don't mind it during the gaps in between. Everyone does it. I decided to wait for someone in the pits, but they quit. Oh, okay. I think that might be who I thought it might have been. Anyway, so yes, thank you all for stopping by, but that's going to be it from me again. So back on Wednesday night 8:30, Thursday night 9 o'clock, Sunday night 9 o'clock, and Monday night at 8 o'clock. That's what we've got coming up. I hope you all like what you've watched. If you have, make sure you give it a like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.